GH returned to the channel. How are you, man?
I'm doing alright. How about yourself?
Doing great. And this profile right here is going to be like new support, right? What's it like, bro?
Yeah, this Vanquish Soul. This is the deck that's out of the deck building set. Wild Survivors. I think it's pretty alright for what it is. It's a very slow, grindy control deck that can really just explode whenever it really wants to.
And you did win an OTS first place box with it, right?
Yeah, sweet. I did. Shout out to Primal Cards and Games. They're the ones that hooked me up with the entire core. I'm really thankful for that. Shout out to Galactic Games, the place where I work. Really great place. Shout out to Kendron. Shout out to Creighton. Shout out to Chris and everybody else that I rode with here, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, sweet. Without further ado, please show us the first place Vanquish review.
All right. First, you got to play 2 of the Caesar. Caesar's the big boss monster of the deck. So during the main phase, as a quick effect, you can target a non-dragon Vanquish Soul monster, bounce it back to hand, and then special summon this card. And then as a quick effect during either player's turn, you can activate one of these effects. So you can reveal an Earth, and he becomes unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. And you reveal Earth, Fire, and Dark. He can non-target and destroy 1 card on the field.
Jeez.
So he's like the real boss monster of this deck. You have to pick and choose when you summon them, but I still think you have to play at least 2 of them. Right. So here's the starters. 3 Dr. Madlove. This is the spell on Trap Searcher on summon. When you reveal it also has a quick effect. All of them have quick effects that are secondary that you reveal attributes for. So this is a dark. So reveal a dark and then lower one of your opponent's monsters by 500 attack. And you reveal a dark and an earth. It can bounce the monster on the field with the lowest defense on the field. So you can bounce your own monsters, your opponent's monsters, stuff like that. I was able to bounce a Jinzo with this card, so that was pretty cool.
Oh my goodness.
And then 3 Raisin. Raisin's the monster searcher. And then for his attribute reveals, for fire, he can't be destroyed by card effects this turn. And then for fire and dark, he destroys a monster in the same column. So this deck's kind of column based, so you have to be careful where you put this guy. So these are some of the more important ones. And then I also played 3 of the other big guy, Borger. Borger, this guy's just what's his name? Heat Soul. So bounce it, a non-machine special. The quick effects is reveal a dark, draw 1 card. So the combo is like you summon this, search a spell and trap card, activate effect, bounce, special, reveal, draw a card. And it's also a time card, so you can reveal a fire and an earth and burn your opponent for 1500.
Wow.
So I really do like this card. This is probably like the actual heart and soul of the deck besides Caesar. And then one of the super rare and 1 Pantera. Pantera can drop itself from hand during your turn if you control no monsters in the main monster zone. And its earth effect is it can't be destroyed by battle that turn, so it can actually grind the game to a halt. And you reveal an earth and a fire, it can destroy spell and trap cards in the same column as it. And then this guy you can summon during your opponent's turn. The fire effect is you reveal it and it gains 3000 defense, and the dark and earth effect is it gains 3000 attack. This guy just lets you be able to play on your opponent's turn. I really don't know if I want to run multiples of this, just because you can start bouncing it and go Borger, reveal a dark, draw a card. It's just it's a necessary one of, because it's also another fire you can search, because what's his name? Raisin can't search himself.
Oh, nice.
And then non-engine, I play 2 Fenrir, 2 Kurikara. You got to have the attributes to match up to some of the guys, so it's really important. I play 3 Winter Cherries, mostly because it's a dark. And level 3 tuner, you can make Baron with it. And then 3 Ash. Ash is just a really good generic hand trap. And like I said, all these are just pretty much for the attributes. So that's all for the monsters. Spells and traps. 3 Dust Devil. Dust Devil is the searchable Book of Eclipse. So you target a Vanquish Soul monster you control, change its battle position, and then you can book a moon monsters on your opponent's side of the field up to the number of Vanquish Soul monsters you control. And you can only activate this once per turn. So if they like negate it with the Baron or something, you can just drop another one. 3 Stake Your Soul. This is the E-Telly of the deck. So you reveal a Vanquish Soul monster in your hand, and you spell summon, or any monster actually, and you spell summon 1 Vanquish Soul from your deck with the same attribute but different name as the monster you revealed, and then it gets returned to the hand during the end phase. So this guy is pretty much the 1 card combo with like an Ash, or 1.5 card combo if you have a fire monster. So you can go reveal, activate, reveal, special, effect, search this, or search this, and you can go off from there. then 1 Continue. Continue is just a monster reborn or add back from grave to hand. You pay 5. It's pretty good in the grind game because you don't have to waste your Vanisher to add back. So I do appreciate what this card does. And then for consistency cards, 2 Small World, 2 Prosperity, 1 Durandal, and 1 Roto. You want to try to get the not Borger, Raisin as soon as possible. So that's why you play both of these. This is just for consistency, and this is just for searching things that you're missing. So most of these things can always tag into each other, especially like the Ghost Sisters. So they can pretty much just grab anything in your deck. And then trap cards, 1 Vanquish Soul Trinity. So this card lets you summon up to 2 Vanquish Souls from your hand by targeting 1 on the field, and then you summon ones with different names and different attributes than the one that on the field. And then whenever they're summoned, their effects are negated, and they bounce cards in the columns that the Vanquish Soul monsters are in. So if you just set up your columns right, you can just kind of bounce an entire field, even spells and traps and everything like that. And then 3 Imperm because it's good hand trap, and 2 there can be only 1s because everything in this deck are all different monster types. So you can just kind of swarm the field with this and control with there can be only 1.
What's the main deck count, man?
42.
42, right.
All right, so for the extra deck, this guy is the real heart and soul out of the extra deck. Rock of Vanisher, this guy is the Link 1. Takes any Vanquish Soul monster. You can only attack the monster on the field with the highest attack, so this guy will always, reroute people to attack the bigger guys. And then during the main phase, as a quick effect, you can either spell summon 1 Vanquish Soul monster in your hand or add 1 from grave to hand. And which comes up, like I said, this deck is a very grindy deck, so it will just keep adding back special, add back specials, or one or the other. And you have to max out on this because there's nothing else. And then Cerberus and Phoenix, the Vanquisher has an arrow pointing down, so these 2 are very important for drawing cards and popping monsters. And this one for popping monsters, this one for popping spells and traps. I think this one's the more important one because there's a lot more Labyrinth going to be running around. So having that down arrow is very important to get to certain things. And then now the deck is probably going to be full of Cherries targets. So Scarecrow, RIP. I wish I could play that guy, but I can't. Access code, he's a Cherries target and also helps out with the OTK. Mirror Jade, Neor, Arise Heart. I like this guy a lot in this deck too because if they activate Shangri-La, you can always just special Fenrir, just drop him on top of it, stuff like that. And then Baron, just because you can summon it with the Ghost Sisters and stuff like that, and it's also a good Cherries target against the Cherry Runic. And then some of the auxiliary cards, Borbo and Chakanine. This helps you just make a 4-mat Zeus right then and there because this is a generic rank 4. Then you attack directly, 4-mat Zeus. And then Exciton Knight, because rank 4s are pretty easy and you want to try to control the game as much as possible. So when you start clearing out the field, then you can start normal summoning Raisin, Dr. Madlove, and then just start regaining your advantage. And now for side deck, Pankratops, because that guy's good. I played 3 D-Shifter. This deck doesn't really lose the D-Shifter like that because of how slow it is. You can always change these out for the Cherries whenever you side out. So this card, and once again, this card is a very strong card, especially for going into the next format. You just gotta make sure you play slowly when you're doing this. Not saying play slow, but like control the play. These guys, they're definitely coming out because this guy's going to 1. RIP. We don't like back row, so 3 Cosmic, 1 Duster, 3 Evenly. And that's about it.
Hey man, well, congrats on winning your OTS with this new deck, new best Link 1, right?
Oh yeah, it's a crazy Link 1, man.
Sweet. Well, until next time, everyone. Hold on.